13 years ago today, our community bared witness to an attack that turned into a tragedy. A gunman killed 6 people and hurt 13 more, including then Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. The shooter opened fire while Giffords hosted an event to talk to neighbors right outside the Safeway near Ina and Oracle. In the years since, we've met survivors and they've shared their stories. Nancy Bowman and her husband were there that day. And in a moment of crisis, she relied on her training as a nurse to save others.
We went out and tried to save as many people as we could. He's a doctor, I'm a nurse, and we just jumped into action.
Every year since, neighbors have come together at the January 8th Memorial to pay their respects. The memorial is part of the Southern Arizona Heritage and Visitor Center's exhibits and displays. You can check that out every day from 10 a.m. to 5 in the afternoon. And you'll find symbols on the mural that were meaningful to each of the 19 people who were shot.
One local nonprofit is honoring the people affected by the January 8th shooting. Beyond Tucson works to create positive change for a stronger community. Every year they host a series of interactive outdoor events and activities across Pima County to honor the people who were killed and the survivors. Executive Director Daniela Diamond says their families have even gotten involved as the events have become a special way to bring people together.
Folks directly impacted by the tragedy, and in particular Gabe Zimmerman's family, thought about how to commemorate him and what he believed in and how to avoid future tragedies like that. They look towards how do we be healthier as individuals and as a community.
Well, this year, the 6 family-friendly events start on Friday. They have a mural walk and a hike, much more too that you can take part of. They just ask that you sign up ahead of time, but again, it is free. Very important, to be remembering that day. And it being from Tucson, I think it's really important that we all talk about what happened and remember it, and because it affected all of us. I know I was working at a men's clothing store across the street from the Safeway when the shooting happened, and I remember the chaos of that day, followed by that gut punch of what happened, and then after that, a really powerful sense of community from everybody who, was affected by this.
There's power, of course, there, Claire, sharing, your experience because you were so close to what happened, and everyone, we've met in the years since, just sharing everything heart-wrenching they felt, but finding a community with each other, of course. And as long as we talk about the memory, going to the mural, honoring the people, who are still with us and not with us, it's a tiny step toward making sure these kinds of tragedies just don't happen again.
That's really the ultimate goal. Absolutely.